You don't have an overthinking issue. I know you think you do, but you don't. You have a positioning problem. Let me explain. Sarah, who is a client of mine, got in touch with me and said, I'm so excited, I'm going down to the West End to watch my most favourite play of all times. I've got myself the best tickets in the house, I'm right at the front. She set off down to London, her and her husband got all done up, ready to go to this beautiful show. She got there, and as soon as she walked through the door to be able to give them the tickets, they told her, sorry, there's been a mistake, we're going to have to move your seats, we've double booked. Well, she was gutted, but she was like, well, at least we're going to get to see it. So then they take her and they position her in a place that is basically behind a pillar. Now, listen, the play itself is delivered in exactly the same way. However, Sarah's experience, her positioning, is completely and utterly different. And this is exactly the same with overthinking. You can't stop thoughts. Thoughts are automatic. They will come, they will go. That is the nature of the mind. However, the position in which you've made the mind could be completely questionable. And what I see time and time again with those that suffer with anxiety, overthinking, is that they have made their mind, aka their thoughts, the master, and themselves the slave. And actually, what needs to happen in order for any healing to take place is a switch. So the person needs to regain back their position of being the master and make their thoughts the slave. Like Sarah, she saw exactly the same play whether she was sat at the front or whether she was sat behind a pillar, but her position made the experience completely different. And when you change your position with your thoughts and make yourself the observer of your thoughts, the position in which you experience them completely shifts. You create a distance between you and the experience of thoughts. You can observe them, you can recognize them, you can see them, but you're not identifying with them. You're not pretending that you're being them. Sarah then has a chat with the person at the theatre and says, look, I was really looking forward to having this amazing seat and row around. I'm not really that happy about being behind this pillar. So they come to this arrangement and say, look, the next play that we've got on, which is actually this evening because it was the matinee she'd gone to, we do have a place at the front. Would you like to change your seat for that? And she's like, absolutely. So she goes back in the evening, she goes to watch her favourite play, she gets sat at the front, and suddenly she has a completely different experience. Now her position is that she's observing this play from right in front of her. At no point of her watching this play does she suddenly believe she is the play. There is a distance between her and the experience. She's observing the play. She's watching the play. Yes, she might get involved in it and she might have some visceral experience and it might make her feel really excited and really happy and then really sad or whatever. But she at no point would turn around and say, I'm now the play. No, because she's the observer of the play. And this is the same with your thoughts. As soon as you shift your relationship from being the slave to the master and become the observer of your experience, the overthinking stops immediately. And the fastest way to do that is to practice mindfulness. The antidote of mindfulness is the activation of the awareness muscle, because without awareness, change cannot happen. The more activated you are with your awareness, the more choice you have. The more choice you have, the easier it is to become the master.